Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play of the Latin Empire in Europe Stars 4, and I just sort of noticed I take attrition here. Let's fix that. Move you to there. And do this instead. Now these guys are going to take a bit of attrition and so on, but, well, whatever. Poland wants royal marriage, sure. And, well, for Azerbaijan, the focus right now is pretty simple. I want to continue eating them away with Pereyaslav. And in all honesty, I think what I might try and do is I could potentially push further than I originally intended to up here and take these set of provinces. But what I think would be a better idea is get these two here, Theodoro and Kaffa. As part of my territory, but otherwise give it all to Pereyaslav. Well, that of course means I have to eat a bit, and I do have to get up there. There's their fort there. There's a fort in Crimea, and that is it. And the fact is, my fleet is strong enough that there's a decent chance it's going to be able to start succeeding at transporting two of my full-size armies at once. I can build it up even further, so I will get up to 30 ships. Sure. Now, this, I should do it now, and I will. Now, the next military idea, I'm not sure. The scythe I do need to take soon. When do I get my first administrative efficiency? 68, so pretty far from now actually. Nice. Now Pereyaslav is doing just fine. He utterly shattered. The Azerbaijan's got pretty much killed. They're dead. No chance. Let me think about this. And for the matter, let's check these out and see what they do. So the Pope react. Missionary strength. Dissolution of the monasteries. National tax. Slightly more stability I can cope with. Anyway, the current institution's tech penalty is pretty significant, and it's only in England. It is not in mainland Europe. That could be very concerning, I'll be honest. And that is until someone develops it. Ooh. So this means colonialism could take a little bit of time to really kick in here. Which is concerning, but it's sort of necessary, I guess. Now this is going to stunt the technological growth of everyone else in Europe. This includes me, of course, because I do not have colonies, but I guess it is really to be expected. I'll ignore them. So 95,000 manpower, and I burnt through pretty much probably closer to 200,000 to 150,000 during the war. Now, once I've called these... Oh god, I'm taking attrition still. Poland, what are you doing? You're meant to... Okay. Oh yeah, I have a lot of spy network strength on RAM. I guess I'll get my 2 claims. So really, yeah, this is the end of the run as we know it. So the next place that I'm going to aim for to take is Césaire, because that'll be probably the second easternmost province alongside the fort north of it. Inspiring victory for glory. Fucking hate you. Stupid noble family. Papanos. I wonder if I'll ever get a proper Greek lineage for my emperor dynasty. Because at the moment it's still the French one. From when they came over here. And ruined absolutely everything. And, well, what else is there to think about right now? The army size is going up, as is my income, so I can start to afford having every army be as it is. Now, Poland and me still do not get on, in a sense. I'm wondering when the Religious League War is going to kick off. It's going to be quite important. I'm quite sure Poland and Pereyaslav are not going to get on. Pereyaslav, who do you hate? Azerbaijan, Sweden and Hungary. He could actually end up being an enemy, which is not encouraging. I could sit out the religious war, in all honesty, though. Which would probably lead to a Catholic victory, considering I'd be one of the biggest players of the Protestant side off. Well, Sweden and England are big. I'm big as well. But England and Sweden cancel out pretty much Poland, Brandenburg and France. And in all honesty, breaking the Eastern empires of Islam is a much more appealing thing for me than fighting other Catholics right now. To convert you. Now, the next war against them, I might try to feed all of this up here to the Pereyaslav. Rest of Tambov, Samara, Kazan, and all of that. Let's try and get that stuff under their control. And cut Azerbaijan from more of an expansion, while giving Pereyaslav much more reason to do it. Very well. So, I think they've called all of this. One's already Orthodox, like bloody hell, mate. Good conversion rate. I wish you could have a look at like how well your allies are converting things. Because it looks like he's got pretty damn good conversion strength against them as well. Which is a very good thing, I would imagine. New military advisor. I could wait a bit longer for the tech. As the 10% yearly ahead of cost versus a 1% gain from colonialism. Yeah, I think that's a pretty significant difference. I'll get Eastern Hussars and so on and so on. The next supply limit is 2 techs after this one, so that's alright. Combat width is going to go up after this tech, and so on. So, with the current situation, they are possible rebels, but really do we care? Not really. So, once I have these 3 provinces, and I've weakened Azerbaijan some more, I think it'll be time I turn my eyes to Egypt. Who's losing against them again? They're 3 techs behind you. How are you even... How? I don't get it. Battles are not too well, but it looks like they have total naval superiority. That's one of them, isn't it? Their army can cross over. That might be one of the reasons. What's just happened? What? Oh my fucking god! Oh boy. Why is Sweden on our side? I don't know. But guess what? I don't think France is going to win. You can call in a few allies, but really? Brandenburg in Portugal versus... Jesus Christ. I didn't even intend that. I can't let France have it now, can we? Oh my fucking god. Oh. Oh my. Have I gotten a favour for you? I want to up your trust a bit. This was so unexpected. So unexpected. Holy shit. Oh. I don't even have to do anything. I can just sit back and just watch my personal union decimate Brandenburg and France, because Sweden's on our side for some reason. Liberty, desire, relative power, opinion, trust, diplo-rep. Since I'm so much stronger than Poland, yeah. And the thing is, I don't even have to really bother with integrating them, because if I don't want, well, I don't need to, do I? I mean, Poland is just fine, as far as I'm concerned, as a personal union partner. If I do eventually integrate them, well... I guess that gives me a lot more reason to do this. This sums up my experience of personal unions. 50% of it for me is pure luck. The other 50% is actually being surprised by the fact I got it. Now, I shouldn't need to do anything in this war. Actually, this gives me a very good idea. So, France and Brandenburg. Okay. Let's slow the game down a bit. I think I know what I'm going to try and do. What I think would be best here is getting some of the armies over there. Probably just 60,000. No, 40,000 even. As I can get this tech in a bit. But what I want to do is just get a single province over here from the French. Probably Narbonne. Could take both of these, really. But really, the reason I would want to take these is so I can utterly demolish the Iberian Peninsula, advance down here. But also, this actually changes the entire dynamic of the world. Because that undeniably makes me the strongest. France is defender of the faith. So what? I've got Poland as well. Like, oh. I mean, a French depth stack is this, and that's Brandenburg mixed in. There's 2 stacks, only slightly smaller in it, from Poles and Swedes over here. Oh my freaking god. There's no doubt I am the strongest power right now. By just a yeah, to a massive extent. There's no doubt. I am definitely one of the absolute strongest nations now. There's no way I can really lose. I can go on right through. Oh my. This is just my. And I think there's the Sunni zealots. To deal with them, I shall send in 2 armies that are double. Why have they got such a good leader? Why must rebels get better leaders than my genuine army? So I'm going to start sieging the French over here. There's a big old battle up here with Brandenburg versus Poland. God, Poland just pulled out. That might have just fucked Pereyaslav over. Istria. Reform society, guys. It's the only solution. So now I think I'll take this tech and this one for the pure reason of getting the next cav and the next artillery type just as I'm on my way. To engage the French in southern France. Yeah, that was a bit of a costly fight here. Gotta click off the game, that's always good, isn't it? So I can siege some of the French provinces over here. And start breaking the French down from the south. while the Swedes and whatnot actually lose for a change. I think I know how I could reduce the French in size quite efficiently, actually. It's pretty simple. I break them down by making them either release nations, or I'll make them give provinces back to other nations they've attacked. Preferably something within the Empire. Yeah, the French have a very considerably powerful army up here. While if I siege these down here, oh, do they want? Yeah, they want to be that idiot. They'll get killed as I blockade the only part of them on the living Mediterranean. I'll abandon the siege to reinforce a battle. Now he's actually outnumbered. Okay, he just engaged with a smaller army up here, which is going to get reinforced. This down here is losing. What in the ever-living fuck are the French doing? I'd like to know, to be honest. Like, they're probably going to win both battles anyway. But it's not exactly like it was a good option or gave them good chances, is it? The northern battle is not lost. And the southern battle was only a close call. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Yep, the French are able to apparently pull bullshit out of their arse, and are now arguably the biggest force in the world. So the French contribute nearly 100,000 infantry. I know what you're doing, mate. I'm not letting you do that. I'll have to engage two army... Well, the Swedes are not having it, are they? I think you might have pissed the Swedish off a bit, France, because they're sending a death stack your direction. But either way, I can't continue this for much longer. And I only have to fight the French to a standstill. What is the tribute? Isn't it like cancel this or something? I think I know what I'll do. Now the French have better leaders than me, which is a slight bother. Glorious arms, which will not really do much. I just realised that is a French army by itself. It's smaller, and I'd be attacking and getting a bonus. And if this is here... Well, isn't someone a little fucked? I wonder if the French are going to start hiring mercenaries soon now. Christmas Day for them. Ooh, he was going to go and engage me, but I'll engage you first, mate. And now he's hesitant, and now he's gonna die. Third and the second. Close enough. Let's see how you fare against all of this then, mate. Come on. Yep. This is what you get, France. You're fucking with me. Wasn't quite a squish, but that was definitely good losses on his side. Let's get this since I sort of need it. And it'll give me a bonus for a year. It's alright. So, yeah. The French are not going to do too well, especially after battles like that. But we can't keep the episode going any longer, really. And I'm still surprised they got a union over Poland with just out of there. Just out of nowhere, union. Surprise. Because I really just did not expect. Just didn't. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time, where we will probably try to deal with the French in the long run, because they're now pretty much guaranteed to be our enemies. I would want him to release big nations. What one cost the most war score? Limburg, and he has a union over that. Making him release Burgundy could hurt him, and Milan. Any more I can get out of him? But yeah, Brandenburg is gonna have to... Actually, I can give land back to Poland from Brandenburg, because I think Poland has a single core. Yep, Neumark. That's going to go back to Poland, mate. Guaranteed. And I keep prolonging the episode just a little, like an idiot. But either way, the French have suffered one big loss here, to me, but all of this is where the actual fighting is taking place. And Brandenburg really has to be broken. Let's get an alliance with the Swedes. Again. I don't know why Sweden actually joined on my side. I have genuinely no idea. Let's try and make another insurgent into the French lands and see if we can break a bit of this up, is it? And to be honest, if we manage to smash France, which is definitely possible, it might be quite amusing when they collapse. Because they could get a religious war quite soon, actually. So, this time I'll focus on sieging... Well, they're both mountain provinces for me, which isn't good. Oh boy, Brandenburg is gonna get fucked, because that's a lot of Poles. France versus Pereyaslav, and Poland and Sweden versus Brandenburg. This down here isn't going to go well because Russian paper tiger, but guess what? They survived long enough for... Jesus Christ. The battle. It's massive. It just is. And each side is probably losing a ton of troops. Which is very good. We can see which side has a bit more of a fire advantage here, but, you know, it's not going to be determined by one big battle up there. You get to burn, and we'll have him on standby. Oh my, this could go very interestingly. They're going to survive a bit longer, I think. But I really cannot keep this going for much longer, this episode. Now, if I break the French up, into, like, if I do manage to break them, which is exactly what we really need to do, and these guys have got stuck because of the weird fort system. An endless cycle of pain. Why are you attacking into... okay. Because the troops are, like, endlessly caught in a cycle of death. This is why the game is slightly broken, guys. Just slightly. Like, 100,000 troops may get stack wiped here. And the French are just spamming mercs, because reasons. But this is sort of why I have a few issues with this game at times. Because, what is that? They should be able to retreat, but if they can get there, why can they not retreat out of there? Are they finally retreating out of there? Nope, they're just retreating to the next province over. What the shit? The losses on each side is already bloody high. I've barely contributed to this war. But it really is a concern that the French are such a pain in the ass, and the French need to be a bit neutered. And I intend to do that. Forcefully. Break them up. And take advantage of the fact that I can now probably attack pretty much anyone with immunity. I guess I should start advancing towards Treviso. Because if I take all of this, I'll have even more development to play with. Another defeat. The numbers over here are interesting though, because it looks like it's starting to really turn in like one side's favour now. But not really, because the French are just doing this. And the armies are caught up there for some weird reason, which shouldn't be occurring, but it is. The only real way to get them out of this like eternal cycle of just getting fucking decimated, and I think the Poles just got stack wiped, would be get up there myself and kick the living fuckery out of them, but that just isn't happening. But it does keep the French off me down in France itself, so I can sort of just siege them up. But I'm going to be very careful after last time. The Poles are sieging that, and they've been doing that for a while. Bern just fell. Let's start advancing. I think the French are going to stop. Yeah, they just stack wipe the Swedes. Poland does not really want to continue, because they just got fucked up. Pereyaslav does not really want to continue, because they sort of got fucked up. Sweden, though. Sweden really wants to continue. Ongoing battles? Okay, that's probably okay. Even now, they don't really give a fucking shit, do they? Now, they have to take the capital of Poland, which is a concern. But what they could not do is most likely get it before I manage to get all of these. And I just realised I've been catching ships, but you know, so what? Let's go and blockade them up here. We'll go to the end of this year, and we should speed it up a little, because we're not under threat as of the moment. The Polish have started to pull another army together. I'll probably siege these provinces up just to do so. The thing is, the French might actually get a bit of a rebellion if there's a bit of an issue for them. And I think there's gonna be one quite soon. If the French start falling apart to rebels, well, sucks to be them. And what I think I could do is siege them up and just let the rebels take over. Because the French are therefore then, from that point on, utterly boned from rebellions. And the way to do that would be not even have a bloody offer, just white piece them after really exhausting them. Piedmont fell that easily? Okay. To Lyonnais. Yeah, the French are going to start racking up war exhaustion like crazy there. Brandenburg already sort of is. If we get Brandenburg out, that might change the war tide a bit. Oh, the French are trying to relieve a siege that the Polish have had going on for a while. Let's not let them. The Poles should hold out long enough, and they just got a war shortage as well, which makes it even more worthwhile to reinforce. That 3k might... yeah, it saved it. Saved. Utterly and completely saved. But then a Brandenburg 1k stack, is this going to change the table? Tides. So I'm going to sit there, that's going to change the tides if it arrives, but it isn't. Not in time anyway, for that. But it's going to... okay, that might have hurt them a lot. They're flanked pretty heavily, and I've got a lot of cannons to help here. Or did. I don't know what happened, but they seemingly got decimated. And that pretty much makes the siege very, very likely to succeed now. So that's probably, you know, really just fucked them up. France doesn't even want to continue anymore. They're just not having it. They're not in a good mood. The French are upset, guys. We've upset the Frenchies. But yeah, I'd have to drive their war exhaustion right up if I wanted to get them out into a broken rebellion state. But really, that battering they were receiving up there has actually drained them pretty severely. Now they have to siege forts back as well, remember, and this was a water shortage, so 29%. This is 42% chance, second roll. Is it going to fall? Is it going to fall? Nope, not yet. Are they going to go and CGs because I can attack them then, and I'd be the one that receives the bonus. Defenders desert. If they dedicate themselves to attacking, I'm not going to reinforce it at cost of possibly losing the other siege. But a one battle could easily give me a much bigger opportunity to siege. The thoughts and decisions. But it seems he's going to go and focus up here again. Yeah, France is breaking severely. First of all, Brandenburg. Oh look, it's apparently not in your interests. What a shame. So France is paying down war exhaustion. And I want to drive it right on up, so I probably will do so. Should I attack some of their weaker armies over here? Probably. Let's see if I can break this down here. Sieging up the French seems to be a rather nice tactic. It's seemingly working. He rolled really well. But the thing is, he's pretty weak in comparison, but he is actually going to do a fair bit of all damage here. If I can get there in time, I might be able to really break them. Break the French. Let's see. So this is a woods. This is a 6.4k stack. It's flanked. And I've just rolled effectively an 8 against that, and that is now a very bad battle. I'm only slightly flanked, and he has no cannons. I think he's probably given them all up. Let's retreat to the Lyonnais, because I can control the retreat. That's near Pereyaslaw's army and my other army, so that's pretty safe. And, well, anything else before I end this episode? Well, I could contribute more of my army, but, you know, I don't want to. Brandenburg really wants out. Everyone's really happy to discontinue now on my side. Looks like it's going quite well. Pereyaslav is doing some killing. He's got nearly double the troops. Poland is going to help, but Brandenburg's going to help, and Brandenburg's definitely got the quality advantage. And he equalises Pereyaslav's general. But the thing is, Pereyaslav has another 26,000. In Poland... Wait, what? You're retreating? You what, mate? You just need to arrive, you need to arrive. He arrived, okay. That's an equal numbers, but he's not going to take it because, you know, he's Russia, not Prussia. I am really enjoying myself, though, I'll say that much. So, down here, as I'm sieging the French up, I think I'm going to gradually push them towards rebellion as their war exhaustion goes up. Disorder, and so on and so on. Getting rebellions in their territory is not all that bad. And the easiest way to do that would be occupy all of the French provinces and let my unrest modifiers take effect and kick them up. So occupy all of these three things here. And really it will trigger the ever-living shit out of the French. Do I want the next tech or do I want that? That. Definitely. Siegeability. Oh look. Immediately. The Gulf of Lyon. So it looks like my armies are making quite a few successful advances into the French land. The French are really broke now. They're broken. Can I make them, I'll probably take war reps, but I don't want to. So these have 6.1 unrest, and the amount of provinces is going up rapidly. So soon enough, they'll start experiencing rebellions everywhere. And once that occurs, well, goodbye France. Because the French should in theory lose most of this up here. I mean, a lot of it is accepted. But the fact is, there's other nations that I think can spawn here. And I think it would hurt them more in the long run, having to put down rebellions everywhere. Oh, that's just fucking awful, isn't it? equalise. I shouldn't push myself too far here, but I'm definitely going to try to get a fair bit out of them. I could take a province for myself even if I wanted. Just this here. No one is bothered by that. No one. Just a singular province here, which I can use to attack Aragon. And I can then expand my power base over here, possibly. And eventually conquer the Iberian Peninsula. But that would be a pretty ambitious idea. And well... Oh, there's a French army down there. I knew I had a pop-up for Syracuse. Knew it! So that's why I wasn't paying attention to. Well, whatever, it's 7k and they're locked down there because they can't siege the fort. Come on, drive your unrest up. I doubt I'll do that. What I could do instead is release a whole bunch of weak nations. Hopefully one's inside the Empire. Because that'll cause a bit of a conflict, wouldn't it? So those little nations there, they're not much, but it should be a pain in the absolute ass for the French. And I can take the 2 forts there as well. Which would give me a moderate amount of development. As well as the fact that it opens up an opportunity over here, and it's really just development. It weakens France. And they're actually farmlands. Good development farmlands. Do you know what? I want to. I'm going to. Let's attack 15,000 with 20,000 and see how this goes. I slightly outflank him and I have slightly more artillery. He has a better leader, but it seems to be largely... Yeah, he's pretty powerful actually, but the fact is, since I have more troops, even if I took... Actually, he took much heavier losses in the end anyway. So I can pull back to Argmagnac. English, please. And what else is there? Well, Brandenburg is getting trashed, which I'm happy about because I hate him. Another French fort has fallen. Laborde would be unblockaded, which might make it a bit slow. But seriously, the French are going to get rebels at this rate. Look at their unrest, it's going straight on up. And the losses are pretty significant. Whew. The first fort they may try to unsiege. Let's kill a 1k stack. And a leaderless stack that consists of mainly artillery and has an insufficient support penalty. Oh boy. That's going to be a bit of a killing, isn't it? I have ruled awfully. Still squished it, but that was a pretty bad roll, if you ask me. The Grand War. It never ends. Jesus Christ, that's going to hurt them, isn't it? Because they're so heavily outnumbered. Yep, they didn't want that at all. Yeah, they're going to unsiege that, but I'm not going to engage a bigger army than me. I'll put it that way. If I get the board, I might be able to attack it with both armies and win. They're getting attacked up there, and once this is like starting to go into the positives, keep pushing it for a while because it means it's pretty much everywhere. And I should eventually be able to break the French. By taking these. Let's try and get you dealt with then. This is actually going to be converted back, I think, but that's a shame. Because there's a whole bunch of forts here, and that's slightly annoying, but are you the... No, you're the leader. That would be good for that. So you're going to go Cahors. Okay, let me deal with you then. Yeah, you're not going to have a good time, mate. Not a good time. So how much longer? Not very long. Just a few ongoing battles and it will be over. In a bit longer. Pereyaslav does not want to continue for much longer. The losses on each side are pretty absurd, if you ask me. And just consider this a special episode. The French are pretty much battered to the ever-living shit out of them. I might be able to piece out Brandenburg, because he hasn't really been occupied, has he? Brandenburg, out. And that leaves a very weakened France against a massive alliance. Which is going to lead to what you'd expect. A pretty heavy and utterly crushing victory. So, Latin Empire gains 8 prestige, he cedes these 2 provinces to me, he releases these. Costs pretty heavy, but I can deal with that. And the French have lost. Decisive victory. So these are both fort provinces, and I am going to convert both immediately. One's converting a bit faster than the other. The success of this war, though, just lovely. And now the French are really upset. Okay. Hey, wussies. But yeah, that's going to leave me in a position of great power. I'm very responsible for quite a bit now, because I have masses of land even by myself, I was probably just about an equal to France, but now, well, I doubt there's going to be any wars for a bit, I'll say that much. And this might enable a bit of a future alliance with the French. With the British, rather. Not the French. They are our enemies. Sweden wants a royal marriage? Sure. I doubt Sweden would want to try and attack me now, because I'm a bit strong for that. Anyone that wants land from me or Poland is clearly on the slightly nutty side of things. So let's finish this here and we'll end the episode there. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time, where we shall see just what we can manage now. Of course, a few of the nations nearby are quite vulnerable. Provence, Genoa. We need to get the Italian area. We can unite all of this quite quickly and easily, bar the French issue. But we shall see. I think if we were to take over the Italian peninsula and get all of this area here, we definitely would be capable of fighting the French ourselves without the Polish. But the Polish are going to be there anyway. That means the French would be utterly, and I mean it now, utterly destroyed from just sheer force of numbers against them. To add on, this year will enable us, I've already said several times, to attack the Iberian Peninsula. But it's just so good, because it means if I get all of this, and I just eat all of the land here, I'm even stronger, and I can attack France from here and here. I could also put forts here and delay him while I attack here. But either way, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time, where we shall evaluate our new situation more fully, and see what we can do from here. We might go further east, we might start focusing on the west again after this massive victory. Either way, thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye for now.